Am I the jerk for letting my kids think that their mom had passed away so that we could get free breakfast? I will first say that this did not happen today. It happened about 8 years ago, but it still comes up every time I take my kids somewhere. My wife had a big work project from home, and I had some unused leave days. So I took the kids to see my family by the beach for the first time on my own. I have 3 kids, 1 7 and 2 5-year-olds. We got to the hotel after a 4-hour drive, and the clerk checking us in asked where the kid's mom was. I immediately thought I was going to get some BS about how you couldn't be alone with 3 kids in a hotel. As I was gearing up to let loose, one of my 5-year-olds said, "Mommy is not with us. It is our first trip to our grandma's without her." I didn't think anything of it. They had been mildly upset Mom wasn't along the whole time, so I just said to the clerk, "Yes, this is our first trip without her." He immediately excuses himself and goes in the back. I am annoyed. I just want to check in and get the kids settled for the next day. He comes back with the manager and they both look upset. I am getting madder and madder at this point. Then the manager says, "Sir, we are very sorry for your loss and know this must be a hard trip. We'd like to offer you free breakfast for the duration of your stay. I know it's not much, but we want to help." Now it clicks. They think she's passed away. Not working, probably enjoying the alone time in the house. So of course I graciously say yes. 4 people, 4 days, that's a nice chunk of change, which I graciously accept. Then one of the twins asks, "What did you lose, Daddy?" The clerk helpfully says, "Your mommy. I am so sorry for all of you." The kids were confused. I tried to blow it off, but the 7-year-old goes, "That means someone passed away." And the twins lose their minds. We get whisked off to our room, and I have to call my wife to prove she's alive. She's not amused. Eventually, everyone settles down, and I have to call the desk to tell them that I think there's been a misunderstanding, and that I can't accept the free breakfast for me and my family. I didn't tell them why. I just said that I know we wouldn't use them, as we were seeing family the whole time. I avoided the clerk and the manager to the best I could the whole time we were there. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago when I took my oldest on a quick trip to see my mom, and as we were leaving, my wife says, "Hey, don't tell anyone I'm unalive." This is a hilariously tragic story. I mean, how traumatizing must that have been for those kids to think, "Oh no, Mom has passed away." To answer the question, yeah, the dad's a jerk in this one. I don't get to say that very often because most times these situations are pretty straightforward. But yeah, the dad's a jerk. Sorry, man. You can't just allude that your wife is no longer with you just to get free breakfast. But thankfully, it's turned into like a family joke and people can have a good time about it. So hopefully the kids haven't been too scarred because nobody wants to go on vacation and come back traumatized.
The full version of this video is actually going to be on the Am I the Jerk YouTube channel, so check out the link in the description for it. And if there are any updates to this story, that's where they'll be, in the same link. And separately, if you guys use Instagram, make sure to follow @AmITheJerk on Instagram to see the text form of a lot of these stories that you guys submit, along with some of these short form videos. The Instagram is actually a really good way to catch up on stories when you can't listen to anything, like if you're at work or school and you can't have headphones in. So anyway, check out Am I the Jerk and Am I the Genius on Instagram.